Welcome to Simple Guide. If you find this guide to be helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Now in this guide, I'm explaining my Sage build in Salt and Sacrifice. This build, by no means, is the best build in the game for a Sage, but it allowed me to beat the game without any issues. Starting off, I will go over the in-game build, then show the equipment path I took for each area. All information will be pinned in the comment section, along with links to the wiki page for more information. The in-game build will consist of the Divine Amulet, earned from the Thaumamancer, the Edge of the Hardustus, earned from the Thaumamancer, the Diabolical Armor Set, earned from the Diablomancer, the Codex Rod, earned from the Biblomancer, the Stave of Scrolls, earned from the Biblomancer, the Caustic Stave, earned from the Venomancer, the Blight Mind Stave, earned from the Neuromancer, the Mind Stone Ring, earned from the Neuromancer, and the Leather Ring, earned from the Corpomancer. Your artifacts should be focused on providing runic arc damage, range damage, and increasing focus. In the skill tree, you would need to get Class 5 Forbidden Glyphs, Class 5 Stave type weapons, Class 5 Channeling Rods, and Class 5 Light Armor. My goal when leveling up my skill tree was to gain as much focus as possible. For damage, get Arcana. Once I obtained as much focus and Arcana as I could, I eventually moved towards getting more stamina, but that is not required. I've heard people say to go for heavy armor next, for more defense, so just do what you feel is best. Now to use this build, it's pretty simple. We have tons of mana to use, so starting out with any boss, you'll want to use the Caustic Stave to throw on a Venom debuff by using Venom Torment. This will tick 1 damage very fast. Now just swap to the Stave of Scrolls and cast 1 spell at a time until you run out of mana. Use a Haze Decoction to refill your mana and repeat the same attack pattern. Your high damage spells will be Glyph Barrage and Glyph Rain. Glyph Vortex should be used to stagger enemies. The Blight Mind Stave is what I use for PvP and occasional bosses. The Mind Blast ability of the Blight Mind Stave will launch most real players in PvP, so I bait them to a ledge and send them to their death. Occasionally, I will come across a boss that is too aggressive, which prevents me from staying back and spamming my magic, so instead, I will dodge a ton and keep casting Neural Net. Now for the build path, armor should always be what gives you the best defense all around, but if you're struggling on a boss, use whatever's best for that one. Daggers should be whatever buffs your stave while you work through the game. Channeling rods are decent all around, so use whatever gives the most damage. For everything else, starting out for Ashbourne Village, you will want to get the Ashbone Stave from the Pyromancer, then get the Glacial Stave from the Cryomancer. Use these to defeat the Electromancer to get the Galvanic Stave. This stave can spam magic attacks for a long time, so power this one up a little bit. In Balgaran, you will want to use the Galvanic Staves, but pick up the Caustic Staves from the Venomancer. Defeat the Thaumamancer to get the Divine Amulet and the Edge of Hardustus. In Corvus Mire, obtain the Damp Rot Stave from the Funkelmancer if you feel that you don't do enough damage currently. Defeat the Corpomancer for the Leather Ring. In Dreadstone Peak, defeat the Neuromancer to get the Blight Mind Stave and the Mind Stone Ring. Get the Diabolical Armor from the Diablomancer. In Elder Copse, defeat the Kinetomancer for the Stave of Force if you need more damage. Defeat the Biblomancer to get the Stave of Scrolls and the Codex Rod. At this point, you will have the full build. And that'll do it for this guide. Comment below if you have any questions, and I will try to help.